Welcome back to the one and only game where we are an omnipotent god, all-knowing, all-seeing, at least to our belief anyway. We're very egotistical to say the least.
Every room of this world seems to be carefully crafted for me.
Clearly.
A hidden hand woven through the fabric of the universe. A fingerprint everywhere. A different hidden hand guiding my footsteps. The laws unfold. Their origins a mystery. But why a mystery? Gods should know all things.
Gods really should know all things. As we enjoy and marvel the scenery, let's go ahead and get on to the first puzzle of the third chapter. Now, what it seems like happens is there's obviously a light, and when we don't look at the eyes, they change. So, I'm assuming we need to get all of the lights in one row, right? So, let's do that, and then let's do it one by one. Oh. There we go. Oh. There we go. That worked a charm. You just need to get it all up in a row. So just make sure it's pretty much a binary input, yes or no, yes or no, yes or no. So it's fairly simple.
Gods are creators. I must have created this world. If not, why would the world have the appearance of craft? Perhaps as I speak, a subconscious part of me is busy making the next room. It is my world, after all. I must be working hard right now to build the next room, or perhaps my mind creates this appearance of order out of the noise.
Perhaps. Now, these eyes seem to be all numbered, so this is number 1. And when I look at one of them, obviously there's a symbol, sound, some type of sound anyway, called a symbol sounds, the drum symbol or whatever it's called. But let's go ahead and look at them in order. So this is 1. Let's just make sure we look straight at number 2, with no ifs or buts. Number 3 is over here, so I think we're just gonna look straight down. God damn it. This is going to be tough. Where is this grass? No! Don't tell me I've lost... Oh, I'm really lost case. Okay, let's go do that again. 1, 2. There we go. No, I wanted to look at... No! Alright, let's go do it again. 1, 2. No! What is this other one that's making sounds? This is 1, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. That is exactly what I wanted the whole time. Now, one of the things that this game does is...
This world is clearly the product of a
talk.
mind. It is full of inorganic patterns and purposeful architecture. Could a series of complex interactions create an agent possible of making purposeful change in an environment? If that were the case, then it would make a compelling argument for a world without craft. Still, a world optimized for some function, mind you.
Alright, so one of the things that this game does is because it's so... You rely on your screen so much, and every screen's different. Like, if you guys play Call of Duty, you definitely know that at the start, every single time you play it, the game asks you to go ahead and adjust the screen size to your monitor. This game, although it depends so much on your monitor and everything, you are not able to do that at all, which is unfortunate. But that's something that I wish they would include, so to make this game a lot less fidgety. But anyways, so for this puzzle, we have to, well, as you can see, they're timed. So if we look at the eye, it resets the time. The time's ticking away while we're not looking at it. We can only just sort of see the hand, the second hand. But so when we look at it, it resets. So there's these 5 lights on these doors. So what we've got to do is look at 5 of these within 10 or so seconds. So let's go knock these 2 off like this. 2, and then we got to go sprint it over here. Beautiful. Got it. Only just though, but I'm sure we would have done alright. So let's go into the next chapter, at least into the next hallway. Oh,
here's
this
a question
puzzle
for me. If I was to study the corner of a board game, could I infer the rules of the game? Perhaps if I use my godlike powers of intuition. How can you understand a world from a vertical slice? Sometimes empirical knowledge is required, surely. Not everything can be inductive or deductive.
But one way or another, we will find the answer to this puzzle. Because after all, we are all-knowing. So, what we've got to do is, I actually have played a little bit of this before. It was a failed recording session. I just got stuck at one point so much that I just got frustrating. And I'm like, nah, screw it. I'll do it another time. So, here we are yet again. This time I won't be as derpy, hopefully. Although, that's yet to be seen. So, what we've got to do is get this eye, or this little rock, over into this perfectly placed arch, really. So, we've got this side, and then we've got this side of the game here up as well. So, as you might be able to tell, the tracks are very similar, but they're also very different. So, they're similar, at least it's in the same vein of the game, right? But it's a different track. And we can look at this. Even though there's no eye up over here, we can still move this, which I'm not really quite sure why there's no eye over here, but anyways. And clearly, we can only move this like this, and it's stuck. So if I look, let's see, go up. Oh, let's go, let's see. I gotta find my bearings right first. Let's do this way, there we go. Look at that. We're out of that little L, and now we're into a completely different section of the game. Cool stuff, right? So, to get to the cylinder, we need to find a way to get up over here, I'm pretty sure. So, let's have a look at where that takes us to. Okay. Let's have a look at where that will lead us to. Actually, this might have taken me exactly where I wanted to. Ah, yes. Okay. So the main aim of the game is, at least, hopefully I will explain this roughly. You got to try to get into this section over here. And then once you get into it, let's look down. Go here. Start looking at this rock again. And, oh, if we can actually angle ourselves right again. There we go. Where's that door? There it is. As our eyes are burnt in. Alright, that was not that difficult. This one got very difficult for me, but I'll show you the one that screwed me around.
If the world is made for me, for what purpose? Is it a test? Is it to be enjoyed? Is it to bring acclaim to its creator? As a god, I feel like I should have a stronger grasp of this.
You probably should. Now, can't remember how we solved this, but so there's 3 white lights. So let's go press 1, 2, 3. Let's make sure we don't look at that so we don't change the answer there. And what do we do over here? We do 1. There we go. Okay, so what would have happened is if I didn't look at the lights, if I didn't look, then this would change. Or if I looked and then I looked away, then the answer here would change. But thankfully, we've solved the puzzle, so that won't be happening. But let's go ahead and, well, we can't really go through here though, can we? So, let's keep on progressing. Now, there is a secret puzzle, and this one, you actually don't need to fill to be in, to complete the game anyway, at least the story. So, what you've got to do is, if I remember correctly, maybe I don't remember correctly, but how actually do we get this? It's got definitely something to do with looking at them, right? I'm not quite sure. Oh, hello. This one appeared. I'm not quite sure why. Here we go. So what I need to do is get all of these to be covered in these big blocks. Not that small block, but the big blocks. And I'm not quite sure how we do this. It's obviously got something to do with looking, right? It's like you got to come up to them. Oh, hello. have anything to do with walking in a way. No, now look away, and that's all gone. So. Alright, so we got the bottom section of it, I guess. No, I'm not figuring it out. Here we go. Got a couple there. I'm not... Oh, God. Very frustrating, this. I've got to say, because there doesn't seem to be any real logic, at least it's apparent to me, how we're solving this. But we're doing something. It's like when we come up to it, it's working. There we go. If I do that. If I look at both of them when we walk up to it. No. If I look at that one. There we go. Oh, no. Jumping's not working either. And then there was one. There we go. Alright, so obviously I looked at just this one in the corner and that seemed to have worked. So, now we've progressed into a brand new spanking area, which is actually a complete secret one. You do get an achievement for coming out over here. Now, there's this moon up over here, which we can control. It's got nothing to do with this, but let's go ahead and move this moon up to where the sun is and create a eclipse. There we go. Night turns into day now. Very, very different. I'm not quite sure where this lightning's coming from though, but it was formed of the dust. Okay, we've got almost a Triforce symbol. Obviously Illuminati. The moon has magically disappeared as well. Interesting. And we still haven't figured out what this has to do with anything, but I'm sure we will. So that's a little secret. There's no real point to that section, but we just went ahead and did it because why not? So let's keep on continuing on. Now, next up over here.
What good is a challenge? Does the creator wish to teach, or perhaps just entertain? Some space to think, or maybe just to do something productive?
Maybe. So, the way I like to look at this is, well, you've got to get, your priority should be to go ahead and get the colors matching. So, yellow to yellow, aqua to aqua, blue to blue, green to green, purple to purple, red to red, right? So, I mean, we can sort of get there, but what we've got to do is spin this around a couple of times. So, let's have a look. Let's go try this. This goes purple, and then of course the colors need to be matching up as well from side to side. So there is a double challenge to it, but I think we are on the right track right now. There we go. That's actually much easier than anticipated. So that's that section done. Now we can come up over here. And we go up the stairs yet again. Back up that door, which we couldn't come through. Which was this one. There we go. Got that portal in over here. Easy enough. As we will no doubt hit up the loading screen. There we go. I'm absolutely loving this game. Hopefully you guys are as well.
A state change on observation. Things in this world can change. Apparently between only 2 states though, on and off. Hopefully not indicative of my state of mind. Binary, between 2 extremes, 2 poles if you will.
So make sure you look at that before you come in and enter this hole. But we have a definite, at least I do, a Roman type of feel, a classical Roman type of feel to these buildings. Especially with the banners draped over the balcony.
But why does the world change between a few states? Changes only seem to occur in small degrees. Why? Why is the world quantized? It confuses me that there's a limited amount of states in this world. I think that there would be an infinite amount. Why would there need to be a limit unless there was a constraint? And why would there be a constraint? I sure hope it's due to incomprehensible macro-level relationships rather than the overwhelming simplicity of a system. That is a nightmare which I could not face. The implication would be clear. A wooden boy given the breath of life.
Okay, so it seems like this is some kind of light. I'm not sure if this is the actual light that we keep on seeing from the sky, but what we've got to do is find a way to get that beam through. Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do is... Okay, so I do feel mighty stupid, but I finally figured out how I did this, or at least I can't remember doing it this way. But anyways, let's go ahead and what we've got to do is put this thing down. And that creates a land bridge, right? And then what we're able to do is walk across over here. I really do not remember doing it this way, but of course, because there's this eye over here, that closes that. And what that enables us to do is, at least it should enable us to go ahead and come back over here and give this a shot. Now, hopefully, because this is a binary switch, it should open up both the doors now. And that light has hit exactly what I needed it to hit. There we go. Let's just make sure we don't screw this up. There we go. That opened up this section for us, which now we can go through. And we can lock ourselves in if we're masochistic like that, but too late now anyway. So
continuous makes more sense than discrete, surely. All ideas are continuous, but the mechanics discrete. Nonsense, clearly nonsense. The location of each item in the world is only accurate to a binary exponent width of 8 bits. Why? And still, it can only be observed by a keen eye for infinitesimal phenomena. Planck's constant, the universe's machine epsilon. Oh, what am I even saying? Paranoia, paranoia.
Alright, so the third and fourth chains change the first and second one, so that's something you do need to keep in mind. So just change the third and fourth ones, and then you can focus on the other ones, on the second and first one. And the fifth one just does its own thing. So now what we've got to do is, this is where I got stuck. I had no idea how to solve this one by myself, but it's actually pretty simple. All you've got to do is just make sure you've got all 5 eyes in your screen like this, and just keep walking back. And hey presto, we've actually just walked through. That was fairly simple, and as you can see, a fairly short chapter as well. Although, it was a pretty challenging one. That definitely, if you know what you're doing, that can literally take a minute or so. A very simple chapter. But, fifth one is, I've heard that it takes a heck of a long time. So, this is going to be exciting, no doubt. Looking forward to how I fail this. This is all going to be blind from now on, pretty much. We'll have to try and see how I figure these ones out. Definitely getting a Roman vibe, though.